morning, chalking friends. Oh my gosh, I have missed you. I hope you are all doing well. I cannot wait to create something with you guys tonight. Woohoo! Welcome. I missed you. It's been kind of crazy, hasn't it? Oh my goodness. So thank you for allowing me to have a little bit of a reprieve and enjoy some amazing family time since, you know, everybody's been home from school. Woohoo! They're back now. Yay! Wait, did I say that? I don't know. I'm supposed to say those things in my head. I do miss them when they're gone. I do actually very much miss them when they're gone. But I'm not going to complain that they're back in school because they need it. Okay, this isn't working. Oh, okay, hang on. I can't get my thingy bobber to work. So say hello if you're here because I'm not seeing anything at the moment because my little thing doesn't want to work. There we go. Maybe now I can get it to work. So we are going to create a couple of things tonight. Well, we're going to create one thing tonight, but we have a lot of things to talk about because we haven't talked in a while. So first off, there's the board and pillar peeps for the month of January. We're also going to cover the month of February just because I think you guys want to get a little ahead of the board and pillar so that you have it, so that you're ready to create it, where like right now we're behind the 8 ball on January because you don't have it yet. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about January and February's board and pillar peeps. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, what I am talking about is we have a little bit of a group and you can join in, not join in. It's totally optional. You can join in some months, not all months, but it's for people that own the board and pillar stand. The board and pillar stand is one of our most popular surfaces because it goes in both directions. It's very versatile. It washes really nicely. And it's a really nice little piece to just have a little bit of changing with the seasons. So the board and pillar peeps is a monthly group where every month you get a new transfer. It's $10 because transfers are $9.99. And it comes with a little doohickey or an embellishment of sorts to zhuzh up and make it look a little bit different. Like last month we had the cute little wood tags and a bow. This month's is really cool. If I say so myself, I kind of like it. This month's we have a little bit, I found some really cool ornaments that will work perfectly because they go with our January theme, which is, you know, snow, right? I don't have February's embellishment yet because I'm experimenting with it. So I'll show you the transfers for February, but I'm working on the embellishment. But this was December's board and pillar, so this is what we're going to create tonight. We're going to create January's board and pillar. I have our cute little, I have a little sleigh or a little ski lift because they go with the transfers. I'll show you those in a second, and then I'm going to show you February's as well. So that's the plan. I also need to show you this month's Club Couture because it's already the 4th of the month. I haven't showed it to you guys, and it's shipping to you guys tomorrow. And it works perfectly with our Valentine's Day theme. So it's a really nice February transfer, so you get it now. So that's, I think I need to get a month ahead, kind of like Club Couture seems to be a month ahead for our board and pillar peeps. But it's really not a Valentine's Day transfer. It's really versatile. And I will tell you, I think it will make amazing bridal shower or wedding gifts as well. So it's really a fun transfer. So I'm going to show you that. And then I want to show you a fun thing I got at Target in the bullseye section that I know many of you would enjoy. So Target is obviously in the process of restocking their bullseye section, and there's some pretty cool chalkable items in there. So you're going to want to check that out, but I'm going to show you one I got because I'm in love with it, and you know, I like to share. Whew, that's a lot. We have a lot to talk about because we haven't seen each other for a while. So hello, Miss Kathy Moon. Hello, Mr. Mike. Welcome, welcome. And hey, Fancy Nancy. It has been a long time. Welcome, everybody. All right, so let me get you to see it. So for those of you who don't know, welcome to my little chalking party. I'm making Maria. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer, which is the best job in the entire whole wide world because it's not really a job. I just get to create beautiful things and chat with wonderful people and show you how to use this amazing product. And it really is an amazing product because it takes somebody like me who has zero artistic ability, and it gives me the options to create beautiful things that I actually want to put in my house, give as gifts, and teach you guys how to use. So it's a really, really great product. It's foolproof, it's washable. I mean, it's just the cat's meow, really, at the end of the day. It's just the cat's meow. So I'm in love with it, clearly. You'd have to be, right, to hit that little live button every night. I do a live demonstration video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time right here on my little Facebook page. But there is another Facebook group that if you're not a part of, you want to be a part of, and that's the Making Maria Crafty community. And that's the group of us crafters, and we just kind of share ideas, and I share specials and bundles on the product, but we don't always just talk about chalk. For the most part, we talk about chalk, but sometimes we throw something else, a different craft. Like today, Alessandra posted, you know, some things that are available at the dollar store, you know, for fellow chalkers, things like that. So it's just kind of a nice little community of crafters where we share ideas. It's our community, right? It's not just my group, it's our group. So we kind of, we're welcoming. Anybody's welcome to join, but that's what that Making Maria Crafty community is. So if you're not in that, you want to join that. If you are watching me on YouTube, thank you for watching me on YouTube. If you would like to like and subscribe my channel, it does help me when you do that. So thank you, thank you. And if you're watching me on Facebook and you want to share me out into the world, ooh, I'm not supposed to say that word, but if you want to put me out into the world, it helps me a great deal when you do that. So thank you to everybody who takes the time to push that button. Whew. Okay, stop talking, Maria. All right, so these are our January fun little embellishments. They're metal. Our cute little sleigh is metal. You could put a little wreath on it if you wanted to, but then I always feel like it makes it a little too Christmassy. But it's just a really cute little red sleigh, and then I have these really cute little ski lifts. I got these at Target in the dollar section, you know, the bullseye, playground section. And I had to go to several Targets many months ago to snag these bad boys. So they're long gone, so don't even go to try to get them if you want them, but I do have them. So this is the embellishment. So if you do a board and pillar peep transfer, I send you this with the transfer, or you pick it up. So the transfers, hello Nevada Nicole, Happy New Year. So the transfers for January are Stay Cozy, which I think would be really cute with either one. There's Dashing Through the Snow, which I think would be really cute with the ski lift. And then there's Snuggle Weather, which I really think you could do either one. Snuggle Weather. So these are our transfers for January for our board and pillar peeps. And I have one Too Cold to Care. This is a retired transfer. I don't have many of these. I only have one of these, but anybody that wants this one could snag this one up too, which is really kind of cute. It's got the little snowflakes on it. So those are our January board and pillar peep transfers. So what you want to do is I will post it in the Making Maria Crafty community, and then you tell me which one you want, and as long as you tell me before I run out of them, then it's yours. Or you can message me directly if you know. I know some of you like to do that while I'm live, and that's perfectly fine. But just know sometimes, you know, people are messaging me. They're not always commenting in the group. So you don't look like, oh, nobody picked that transfer, but in reality, I got messages that said people wanted it. So, all right, so we're gonna create one of them this evening as soon as I find one to create with. But I also wanted to show you the Club Couture transfer that is coming this month. It's super cute and very versatile, I think, for many things. There's a huge amped stand in the middle of it. I mean, look at how cool that is. So, what the heck is Club Couture? Whew, slow down, Maria. So, Club Couture is another monthly subscription service, but this one comes directly from the company, where the Board and Pillar Peeps is my gig. The Board and Pillars is $10. The Club Couture is $19.99 a month, and you get an amazing B-size transfer and 3 paste packets every single month. It gives you a great opportunity to create with. It's a really nice entry-level point as well to the company because it's not a huge investment, and for $19.99 a month with free shipping, you get the opportunity to play with chalk until you learn to love it, which takes about one creation, and you learn to love it, and then you're hooked like the rest of us. It's the gateway drug, really, at the end of the day. It's just it's amazing. But I just think there's this cute little heart on here. There's a lot of things. For how simple it is, there's really a lot of different things that you can do with this transfer. And Club Couture has some really good deals this month. So for those of you who are in the club, you got the email already. Yes, you did. Maybe. You got the email already that said, yes, you did, all the amazing specials for Club Couture members this month. So the first one is the January Kickstart. Every month the company comes out with a little, you know, picky up, because we've done a lot of crafting for the holidays, and it's like, okay, we need something new, right? We need something that isn't holiday, and we want to play with it. So there are 3 transfers for the Club Couture. There are 3 transfers for the January Kickstart. It is show up every day, and then there's an anyway, and there's 2 arrows. All 3 transfers are meant to coordinate, so you can mix and match between the 3 transfers. And then there is be stronger than, and you can do your excuses. There's love, do, more, and good. Lots of different combinations of different wording that you can do with this one. And then the last one is, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. And then faith over fear, or faith moves mountains. You know, again, there's some fun combinations that you can do with words. And even just this cute little mountain scene, even this cute little mountain scene would be really cute with just our little, you know, mixing matching. So these are the 3 January Kickstart transfers. If you can see them, my lighting is going goofy. It doesn't like the green today for some reason. These are the 3 January Kickstart transfers. They're only good while supplies last, or the month of January. They're mix and match, and Club Couture customers, so if you're in the club, you can go to the website and make a purchase of $150, and you get all 3 for free. Did I say that? Yes, I did. You get all 3 for free. If you go to the Club Couture, my www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria, and you make a purchase of $150, you know, before taxes and all that stuff, you get these 3 for free. And club members get an additional little perk. They're doing the reclaimed surfaces, so that's the reclaimed tray, the palette board, the, there's 4 of them, the drawer, you know, the cabinet door, reclaimed tray, palette board, you know, my diagonal palette board, the gray one that I love so much. You also get one of those surfaces for free. So club members score big in January when they make a $150 purchase on the website. So you get the 3 transfers for free and a surface. They've never done anything that big before, so it's a really good deal, club members. So be glad you're a club member this month, because you got some amazing deals. Okay, so we talked about Club Couture. We talked about the specials, the Kickstarter program, the January Kickstarter program. Anybody can purchase the transfers. You don't have to be a club member. It's just to get them for free. You have to be a club member. We talked about the board and pillar for January. Let's quick talk about the board and pillar for February. So February's is, you are the coffee to my donut, spring in my step, twinkle in my eye, blue in my sky, milk to my cookie, cheese to my macaroni, beat of my heart. Isn't this adorable? It'll look super cute on our little board and pillar. This one, I can't wait to make. I think with a little hot mess or a little shimmer, this is going to be super pretty. And then there is kindly refrain from whining, which isn't seasonal. So it kind of gives you an option that's not seasonal. So you've got some URs, there's the love you, and then kindly refrain from whining. So these are the February board and pillar peeps. Nicole is saying she missed that email. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, Nicole, it's your monthly Club Couture. It might come tomorrow when your transfer mails too. I think you got it. I have to look at my own club and see if I got it yet. But these are the the board and pillar peeps transfers for February. So you just have to let me know which one you want. There will be an embellishment. It will most likely be a heart, just because of lack of creativity. I'm trying to make an embellishment, but it hasn't worked yet, so I gotta get it to work before we talk about what the embellishment is. So last but not least, I wanted to show you what I got at Target. I know, you're dying to know, right? Okay. I know, it doesn't look like much, right? It's a box. Very unexciting, right? But it is a very chalkable box. It has a really nice little wood top. It's a metal box, and you know what that means, right? That means it's magnetic. If you stick a magnet to it, it's a storage container. And it is totally chalkable. You can chalk on the top, you can chalk on the sides, and it's magnetic. So if you're looking for a storage alternative, because who isn't looking for a storage alternative in January, right? We're all like overwhelmed with the stuff in our house, and it's time to get it decluttered and organized. And I like these because they're nice and deep. They're a decent size, you know, they're not too little. You could actually put something in this. And it's just a really nice little metal container. They were $5 in the dollar section or the bullseye playground section at Target. Sometimes chocolate, they get lost in your email. Yeah, sometimes they go to spam. I have had that with my own emails as well, Nicole. So you do have to kind of keep an eye out for them. But I try to keep you up to date on what's going on with the club, just because club members get great deals. In fact, that's why I joined the club as a designer. I'm my own club member because we don't get the designers don't get the same deals that you guys get. So I had to join as a customer to get the deal. But I'm in love with this box. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. I might be a little ahead of myself because I bought these. Have you guys ever seen these? I bought these like little spool things because I may have a ribbon addiction. Anybody else have a ribbon addiction? So I bought these little spools on Etsy, and they take your ribbon and you wrap your ribbon around it, and it takes these big, huge spools and it makes them this big. I'm kind of loving this. It's a little time consuming to take all your ribbon and wrap them around these things, but if I can take my ribbon storage to half the size it currently is, I mean, there's more room for chalk then, right? So I'm kind of excited about these. I haven't gotten very far. I've only gotten 3 ribbon spools done. But I bought these right off of Etsy. I mean, and if you have a Cricut, you could cut them out yourself. I could have cut them out myself, but I was lazy. And they weren't expensive, so I got like 120 of them for $8 or something like that. It was a little crazy how reasonable they were. And they came really fast. They have different sizes too. So if you're looking for a ribbon storage solution, so I was thinking I might put, you know, those in here too. Hello, Miss Terry from Texas. I've been rambling, oh my gosh, for 18 minutes. Holy cow, and I have yet to put chalk in my hand. And you know, I have not chalked since Christmas. All right, so Board and Pillar peeps. January's Board and Pillar is Dashing Through the Snow. We have our fun little embellishment, right? You got our fun little embellishment. We have Stay Cozy, which you can't see because my big old head's in the way. Dashing Through the Snow, which has the fun little skier on it. And Snuggle Weather. These are our club Board and Pillar peep transfers for January. So I need to make one of them. But of course, I didn't pull out mine. I pulled out the ones for you guys, but I didn't pull out my own. Well, here's Stay Cozy. We can make Stay Cozy because I have mine out for that. Glad I had Dashing Through the Snow really handy, which is really super cute when it's done. I really kind of like Dashing Through the Snow. But of course now I'm not going to find it because, you know, I should have found it. But I haven't been down here. There it is. I haven't been down here since before Christmas. So it's really kind of been crazy. It's been interesting to not chalk. It's been a little weird. Not talk to you guys, not do any of those things. Alright, so Snuggle Weather. Is that the one you want me to create, Nicole? Because that's the one I didn't find. I can look harder though. If we want to do Snuggle Weather. Snuggle Weather's so, I mean, really, right? Especially if you, oh, here it is. Especially if we got little people. I like to snuggle. with little people. My daughter gets in bed with me every morning and snuggles with me every single morning because she has to get up at this ridiculous hour of the morning, and it's kind of nice because she gets up all by herself. I don't have to do anything. So we have snuggle weather, dashing through the snow, and stay cozy. These are the three. So while you guys decide which one you want me to make, I'm gonna wash our board off. So when you're a board and pillar peep, or if you're a Chalk Couture person, just in general, one of the beauties of our product is it's washable, but it's not gonna go anywhere unless I want it to, okay? It's not chalk like kid chalk. It's mature chalk. So it's semi-permanent. So what you do is you get it wet, okay? You let it sit for a minute, or if you're impatient, like myself, you take our board and scraper and you scrape it off, which my board and scraper is not in here. Can I honestly admit to you guys what I'm doing with my board scraper? I may potentially be refinishing a piece of furniture with it. It's a very versatile tool. If you don't have the board scraper, you can do a lot of things with the board scraper. So it's not in here because it's in the room where I'm refinishing a piece of furniture. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way when you don't have a board and pillar or a paste scraper. I'm going to do it the old way. So you get it wet, and then you take a damp paper towel, a napkin, I use a baby wipe, and you rub. Now if you had the paste scraper, it just goes a little faster. You don't need the paste scraper, obviously, because I'm taking it off without it, and we did used to have a paste scraper, so it's just faster and easier. It's like everything else, right? You can always buy a tool to make something faster and easier, but it isn't necessary. You can just wipe it right off. The other thing that you can use is our board eraser, which I'm going to use here in a second. I'm seeing it over there waiting for me patiently. So you wipe off your excess chalk. Then, need to reach in. I take my board eraser, which is just this round little spongy thing. Okay? And you rub it off in case you have any shadowing. It kind of gives it that last little coat. Shadowing is when you wash off your surface and you kind of have the image still there. Chalk will do that on any chalkboard. Sometimes it depends on the color you use, how long you left it on, but your board eraser will remove the shadowing. It's really kind of a nice little feature. So just like that, we dry, and we basically are starting with a brand new surface. So this particular board and pillar is one of our old ones. They have holes and pins. The new ones have a little twisty on them. That's how old this is. Like my original board and pillar. I cannot begin to tell you how many times I don't even know. I wouldn't even venture to guess how many times I have washed this chalkboard off. And it looks, other than me dragging it all over the place, it looks like the day I bought it. So it really is a very nice surface. And I love this surface because it fits anywhere. It fits on a nightstand, it fits on a shelf, it fits on a kitchen counter, end table, sofa table. It's just cubicle at work. There's just all kinds of places that this little beauty goes, and it's super popular. So if you want to be a board and pillar peep and you don't have a board and pillar, the board and pillars are $19.99. They're $20. So they're $19.99 for the board, and then the transfer is $10 with your little embellishments when you're a board and pillar peep. Or you can just buy the transfer for $9.99 either on the website or directly through me. So everybody's saying snuggle weather. I haven't made this one yet. What should we do? Okay, that wasn't the one I was thinking you guys were going to want to make. So, not that I was really thinking which one you guys would want to make, but. Okay, so what you do when you're ready to chalk is you carefully remove your transfer from its plastic container. Sometimes they stick, so you have to, it's sticky. So sometimes you gotta work it to get it out because it's stuck on the inside. It doesn't hurt your transfer, it's just you gotta get it out. Now watch, I'll get it out. There you go. It's coming. Okay, this is an important thing because it has step-by-step instructions on the back of them. It's got visual as well as written. So you have your steps right here on how to create with it. This is what your transfer looks like. It's vinyl with a silk screen in it, and it is attached to a backer sheet. You're going to flip your transfer over, and you're going to write on the back of it what the name of the transfer is. So you write the name on. I spelled weather wrong. Perhaps if I spell right. So you take your transfer, and you carefully remove your backer sheet. This is an important piece of paper. It's like sticker paper. So you're going to put your transfer back on here when you're all done because this is reusable. You can use it over and over and over again. So this piece of paper is important because this is what saves your transfer. You don't crumple this up and throw it away when you're all done. Now normally, and I will, you do a step next called, oh, that is dirty. Oh my goodness, you can tell I haven't been down here. You do a step called fuzzing, and you take your transfer and you stick it to a terry cloth towel. And by doing that, you're picking up some of the lint, which is making your transfer not quite as sticky. I don't know why, but. So you take your transfer and you place it on your board. Make it straight. Smooth out your air. So this little guy has some fun to him. We could do him in a couple different colors. I think we're going to do his little snowflakey guys in Shimmer Frost, just because in my mind, snow should be frost-like, right? And then I think we're going to do Snuggle Weather in Grayish or Storm. Grayish or Storm? One of the two. I think we're going to do Storm just for a little bit more of a contrast. Grayish is a very light gray. It's kind of a dirty white. So there's not as stark of a contrast as there is Storm is more of a gunmetal gray. So there's just a little bit more of a deeperness to Storm. So we're going to use Storm on our words because, right, stormy January is kind of blah. But we're going to zhuzh it up with our little doohickey. That's the word I'm looking for, doohickey. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you open up your chalk and you want to give it a stir. I'm going to stir it up. I want it to be a creamy consistency. If it's not, because I haven't chalked in a while, just give it a drink. So you want to just stir up. And then I'm going to open up my Frost. Frost is a very pretty white that has a shimmer component to it. So it's not glittery, but glittery. It just shimmers. I'm going to stir that up. And again, I could add a little bit of water if I needed to. So I'm going to use these two colors. I'm going to do Snuggle Weather in Storm. And then I'm going to do all the little doohickeys in Frost. So my next step is to figure out what kind of squeegees I need. Well, for my little tiny doohickeys, I want to use the teeny tiniest squeegee we have, which this is the detail tool, which has a hard point on one end, which helps you kind of clean up mistakes if you make a mistake. It has a little itty bitty teeny weeny squeegee on this end. So that's how I'm going to get into these little spaces and get those. The other ones I'm going to do in Storm because the letters are attached. So I would normally, I would do this line in Frost, but it's attached. So unless I want, and I could stop it, do my Storm and then stop it, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I haven't chalked in a while. So these two are independent, and these guys are independent, but the ones that are attached to words, I'm going to use Storm with. Does that make sense? Because the silk screens are attached, so it just gets a little more challenging to stop and start a new color. So for this, I'm going to use a mini squeegee, probably a combination of the mini squeegee and our multi-purpose tool. The multi-purpose tool has a stir stick on the end, which very nicely goes around the edges of our paste containers when it's time to stir paste. And then it has a larger squeegee on the other end. So it gives me a little bit more room to squeegee. And again, because these these are our two squeegees that work like a pencil. I have a lot of control as to where I'm placing the chalk versus not placing the chalk. So I'm going to start with the storm, and I'm going to paste and peel. I'm going to paste and peel because there's a lot of detail work on this transfer. So I want to make sure that my chalk paste doesn't dry on me while I am creating with it. So I am going to need to do it in steps. So I just start with my storm. Now there are a lot of little places to not pay attention and put storm where I wanted to put frost. So I am going to try to pay some attention to where I'm going with my squeegee, because it'd be really easy to do one of my little snowflake guys when I don't want to do one of my snowflake guys. Because I really want my little snowflake guys to be frost, and I just did one. Darn it all. I just said don't do that, Maria. Okay, so I'm just being careful. I'm going around, but I've got a couple of these guys that are in, they're really tight quarters. So I am going to switch on some of them to my multi-purpose tool, just because it gives me a little bit more room, or not room I should say, to get things covered up and not worry about putting chalk where I don't want to put chalk. And then what I'm going to do when I'm all done with my storm is I am going to peel my transfer back. That is the method called paste and peel. And what that does is it prevents my chalk from drying on me while I'm chalking. You don't want your chalk to dry, because if your chalk dries, when you go to pull it off, the chalk comes with it. So you don't want your chalk to dry on top of your transfer. So it is a little bit of a clock game. Okay, ready? We're going to just peel and reveal, and then I'm just going to lay it right back down. So see, I've got my snuggle. I'll lay it right back down. Okay, and then I'm going to lift it up from this side. And now I don't have to worry about my chalk paste drying. So now all I have left to do are the spots that I don't have chalk on. And now I'm going to switch to storm. Or I'm sorry, to frost. We did them in storm. So one of the beauty things also about this is you can get totally creative with your colors. You don't have to do the colors I chose to do. You can totally customize it to match your own home decor or your own personal taste. So you might do this, or you might watch me do this and think, ooh, I would have never picked those colors out. Well, guess what? You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. That is the beauty of chalk. So now I'm going to take my little tiny detail tool, and I'm going to put some chalk paste on it. And now I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to get these little spots. Again, being careful not to, kind of put the color over where I have the storm. The only problem with the little detail tool is it's little. So when you want to make a swipe, it takes a little longer to swipe. So while it helps you get into your spots, it does take a little longer to use just because of that. It's little. Which is good when I'm trying to get in. I got some tight little spots right here I'm trying to get into. I don't want to pick up the other color, and I don't want to add this color over where I already have the storm. And now I'm going to switch, because now I can make a wider swoop here, and see, it'll go faster because my squeegee is larger. The detail tool is really nice to get into those little tough spots, but once you're done with the spots, switch squeegees. This is my personal opinion, because it will go faster. Now the shimmers don't dry quite as fast. They do take a little longer to dry. So I have a little more wiggle room, but not a ton. You do have to always be conscious of your chalk paste drying. We're just going, I feel like I'm going around the bend. And I'm realizing I did this, I'll show you in a second, I did this swoopy guy wrong. I only did half of him in Storm. So I did the other half in Frost, but I should have done the whole thing in Storm. But that's okay. It makes it a Maria original. Okay, we're ready to pull off. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my water bath. I rinse it with cool water, let it dry, or I dry it with a towel, depending on, you know, how busy am I, how quick do I want it to use it again. Either let it air dry, or I dry it with a towel. If I dry it with a towel, then I put it right back on my backer sheet, and I can use it again. I'm gonna dry it so you can see the shimmer better. It's hard for you to see the color differences, but they are, I mean, it is definitely white versus gray. The shimmers don't really start shimmering until they're dry. And then they kind of look metallic to me, because it's not glitter. But they do take a second to dry, so you just gotta, you don't want to smear it. Okay, this is really cute. I got a blob of gray over here. I'm gonna wash that off real quick. Okay, so see, you can see the, oops, that's a really bad lighting. Try to get it where you can actually see real lighting. So see the gray versus the white? I had it there for a second. Okay, see how, and see at the bottom, that one swoop down here, this guy right here? See how he's half white, half gray. So you can see the shimmer. It's really super cute. So now you put them in your little stand. It's a nice tight fit. And then we can embellish them. We can stick this on here, which would be kind of cute. We could put it on with a ribbon. We could hang it from a corner. We could set it. Now why wouldn't that be level? It's crooked, Maria. There, ooh, because my screw is coming out. Aha! Well, I can fix that. I'll put the screw back in. But you could sit it up on the top as well. There's just all kinds of things you can do with these. Or you could use the sled. Again, you can attach them to the side. I would use like a glue dot to attach them, because this is the pillar you're going to change every single month. So you want to be able to remove this without damaging your frame. Or you can, I mean, this guy actually fits perfectly on the actual pillar. So you could just kind of tie it on, stick a little bow in it if you wanted to do a bow. He's got the fun little hangy guy. I'd shorten that if I was going to do this, but he actually, the pillar fits right in between the legs of the sled, so that works too. There's all kinds of different ways you can put this on here. So this is the January Board and Pillar Peep. You have Stay Cozy, Dashing Through the Snow, or Snuggle with Her. February's is also, we're gonna do February right out of the gate, just because we need to get you guys ahead. So your February Board and Pillar are Love You, which is, can't you picture the frame, you know, it's kind of like confetti in white shimmer with a red Love You in the middle of it. Wouldn't that be pretty? And the other, these transfers are reusable, and you can use them on all kinds of different surfaces. So think of all, like Snuggle Weather would be so cute on a sweatshirt, or on a pillow, you know, maybe on a kid's bed, or your own bed, or on a chair. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with them. So February is Love You. Kindly Refrain from Whining, which is, I've been seeing people put them on wine bottles, and it's super cute. And then You are the coffee to my donut, spring in my step, twinkle in my eye, blue in my sky, milk to my cookie, cheese to my macaroni and cheese, beat of my heart. So, those are February's. I will post these in the Making Maria Crafty community so that you can see them. Then you can let me know which one you would like, and then I will get it shipped out to you ASAP. It's also our Make It Monday bundle. So if you are not a board and pillar peep and you would like to be, you just need the board and pillar as well, which is $19.99. So you get the board and pillar, the transfer, and then you get something fun to zhuzh it up every month. So, and you don't have to participate every month if you don't want to participate every month. You can just participate when you like the transfers, which, what's not to like, right? All right, that's all I got for you. Whew, that was a lot. Thanks for hanging out with me. I've missed you guys. I hope you all had a very, very Merry Christmas and a super Happy New Year. We've got lots of fun things planned this year. Oh my gosh, we have so many fun things planned this year. Can't even begin to list them off. I go in, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, I'm going to Chalk Couture Leadership in Savannah, Georgia, where I get to hear all the company's great plans for the year. So I can't wait to find out. Oh, and coincidentally, new product is coming out, so I get to see all the new product in advance. It's like the best part of going. You get to see everything in advance. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Making Maria. If you're not part of the Making Maria Crafty community and you would like to be, you can simply comment, add me, and I will get you in that group. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great Tuesday. See you guys tomorrow night. Thanks.